Hey guys, it's Dylan. This week's topic is names, and recently I just had another name change. First off, I'd like to say I apologize if I sound, look, or anything like shit. My fever has returned, and I'm just cuddling in my bed, and then I realized it was Friday. But so when I came out the first time, I came out to the girl I was dating at the time, and due to how we met and stuff like that, she automatically started calling me Dylan. Dylan this, Dylan that, Dylan this, Dylan that. And it stuck. She was the only one that knew, like, all that kind of stuff. That was, like, 8th-ish grade. And it was always Dylan, Dylan, Dylan. Her and I had some issues going on where her mom found out about us and shit. And so I couldn't speak to her. I still can't speak to her or whatever. So I had to part with the name. I couldn't hear the name. I couldn't anything. So when I finally came out to friends and stuff, I didn't have a name picked out because I had to part with the name Dylan. I could not keep the name. And my friend just went, "Well, your name's Skylar now." That was what she decided, and I went by that for a little bit. But I got called Sky, and I hated that. And so I was just like, screw it. So when I came out to my parents, my dad was like, "Well, we would have called you Andrew if you were born male." And at the time, me and my parents were on good terms, so I went by Andrew or Drew, and it stuck. But I hated the name. Like, such a boring name. Like, no offense to the other Drew on here, I don't like that name. Like, it's not me. It's not anything. It doesn't fit me. Nothing. So when me and my parents got in this huge fight, and they decided I'm not their child anymore, basically. And it's been 8 months since me and Lexi and all that stuff. I finally was able to get back with the name Dylan, and the name has so much more meaning to me than Andrew will ever have, or Drew will ever have, or Skylar, or any other name. My middle name I'm picking William. My uncle, his name was William, and he was, I think, the greatest person in the entire world. He passed away when I was 13. I lived with him. Like, he taught me how to play softball, like, everything. And I have a tattoo on my wrist that says believe, and that was because he always told me to believe in yourself. Like, never let anyone tell you anything wrong. Believe in who you are, and everything will be alright. And that was his word. That was his word of encouragement. And I remember, like, the day I saw him in the hospital before he died, he was like, look at me, and I looked at him, and he was like, no matter who you become, no matter what you do, if you believe in who you are, your true self will come through. So I got the word believe tattooed on me, and so did the rest of my family. But, so that name is such a strong, strong meaning. And I almost picked it as my first name. I almost picked William, like his whole name, William Graham. I'm going to go by Billy, but I'm not a Billy. I'm not a Willie. I'm not not me. So I picked it as my middle name, and then my real last name is Myers. I decided to just keep that name. So yeah. Also, I had blue and purple hair, and now I have orange-ish red hair. Yeah. So I look like freaking Carrot Top. Alright. Sorry that I didn't edit this, nothing like that. I really feel like shit. Alright, goodbye.